The supposed big, ferocious dragon is suddenly turning into a timid panda. Yes, the stone-faced president of the People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping, has suddenly turned into a peaceful human being, and he wants to befriend the Japanese. But why? Till yesterday, the obnoxious little man wanted to go to war with Japan. He kept sending his maritime forces to sneak into Japan's Senkaku Islands, and now he suddenly wants to woo the Japanese. How does that make any sense? Well, trust me with this, Xi Jinping has not turned into a peacenik. He still has the same old destructive mind that keeps scheming and plotting world domination dreams. Xi is going soft on Japan for just one reason. He is scared out of his wits. Japan's brutal economic offensive is forcing Xi to surrender and start wooing Japan. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host, Atul Mishra. In this video, I will tell you how Japan turned Xi Jinping from a warmonger to a pacifist. Let's begin. Chinese President Xi Jinping suddenly wants more Japanese citizens to work in China. And he's not inviting them just like that. The Chinese president thought he could hurt Japan and Japan would do nothing about it. However, Tokyo came up with a brutal economic offensive and turned pretty bellicose to push back against Chinese belligerence. So panic Xi is down to begging Japan. He is literally pleading with Japan to be friends with China all over again. Speaking before a National Talent Work Conference in September, Xi had said that China will exhaust all means to recruit intelligent and innovative professionals from around the world. He said China needs participation of global talent, while its development also provides opportunities for global talent. With his latest speech, Xi is reaffirming China's same old strategy of importing talent from abroad, especially in terms of seeking the participation of Japanese scientists in the Chinese economy. And Xi is rather desperate. He is not just looking to import Japanese talent, but he has also asked his administration to clear institutional and bureaucratic barriers so that the import of Japanese minds into the communist country is not curtailed. A layman might think that Xi Jinping has had a change of heart. Only till very recently, he was laying claim upon Japanese territory, and now he's laying a red carpet for Japanese talent. Yet, Xi has started behaving only because his blood has run cold amidst signs of Japanese retaliation against Chinese hawkishness. Last year, Xi Jinping had suddenly started needling Japan. Chinese vessels kept intruding into Japanese waters frequently, and this year the Chinese state media said that Beijing would nuke Japan if it supported Taiwan. Yet Xi forgot one thing: Japan holds China's purse strings. And when China went over the top, Japan decided to launch an offensive economic campaign. Last year, former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe set aside $2.2 billion to incentivize Japanese companies to leave China. Consequently, 87 Japanese companies decided to pack up and leave the communist nation forever. When Xi didn't relent, Japan decided to punish him again. Japanese companies decided to expand their in-country operations in India and Vietnam, signaling a shift toward reducing reliance on China. And now Japan is thriving on China's economic misery. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida has made a bold move by announcing a massive 56 trillion yen or $490 billion fiscal stimulus package, a part of which will be used to lure microchip manufacturers to the country. On an immediate basis, Japan is all set to subsidize a new $7 billion chip factory in Western Japan, planned by the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company and Sony Group Corporation. Japan is thus paying big money to chip companies for moving to Japan, which will further ravage China's ailing chip industry. Imagine climbing a tree to save yourself from a tiger and finding a leopard up there instead, staring right into your eyes. Horrifying, right? Well, this is exactly what happened with Xi Jinping. When Kishida came to power, Xi thought he will go soft on China. But Kishida had different plans. Actually, some very different plans to be precise. From subtly warning China of a preemptive strike to pushing Japan closer towards becoming a nuclear power and openly supporting Taiwan's cause. Kishida has done everything that he could have done to rattle Xi Jinping, and he has managed to leave Xi Jinping begging for peace and business over battles and wars. Kishida's message is loud and clear. If Xi wants a war, I will give him a war. If push comes to shove, Japan will destroy China's economy and annihilate its military. So don't be surprised if she has suddenly started scouting Japanese talent. He's scared as hell, and he would do everything under the sun to placate the land of the rising sun.